few minutes about a few things. And when I started talking to the team about what I wanted to talk about 5 years ago when we were in Mushiki, I got up at breakfast one day and I told the small group that was there the 10 things I've learned in life. And so I said to the team, I go, let's put it down, the 10 things I've learned in the last decade. And they go, Alec, a decade's only 10 years. So here's the things that I've learned in the last half century. Blow anybody's mind, it blows my mind. And I'm 5 years past the half century mark. So we're there. But I want to talk to you today about 10 plus 1 things that I've learned to make people healthy, happy, and successful, and centered as well. So if you'll indulge me, I have about 11 things I just want to talk to you about. And you've probably all heard them before somewhere. But the first one is take care of yourself. Who in here realize you have to take care of yourself? Right, you got it. What do they tell you on the plane when they're going through the whole beginning thing? You got to put the oxygen on yourself before you can put it on your kids or someone else, right? So as you guys are working your business, take care of yourselves. You need to make sure you're healthy and you're fit and you're ready to lead, as I know you guys are amazing leaders. So can you take care of yourselves? Thank you. That's 1. Number 2 is smile. We all know those people that you look at them and they have that infectious smile, right? Well, today I have this great big smile on my face because we found out, Trish and I, we are going to be grandparents for the first time. Yes, it is about freaking time. Man, it's taken a long time. So I'm smiling. I've told you before, 362 days of the year, it's a choice for me to get up and be happy. Give me those 3 days, they're just throwaways. Some days I'm not happy, but smiling is a choice. Would you agree? You have a choice to smile at things. The second one is to be disciplined. And when I first I met Tarl a long time ago when he was a young man. But when we first began Plexus, I began to learn things from Tarl, and this is in 2011. We haven't changed a bit, either one of us. But what I learned from Tarl is that Tarl is disciplined. You've heard him talk many times about he's morning routines are very important to him. From as long as I've known him, he's got up, he's taken a walk, he's got himself mentally prepared. So, Tarl, thank you for teaching me how to be disciplined. It's great. Thank you. So, he's a great example of that. And how many of us have invited, so if I invite Sheila Medina to lunch tomorrow, I'm going to be there. Obviously, I would be there at Sheila Medina, so we're going to be there. But I'm going to tell myself I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning at 6 and go exercise. And how many of us would hit the snooze and not get out of bed? Can we not have more commitment to ourselves for the things that we want? So be committed to yourself and be disciplined. So that's number 3. Number 4 is live the golden rule. What is that? Treat others as you would want to be treated. Kyle just talked about being good servants to those around you. So treat people as you would want to be treated. My dad was always a good example that no matter if the person was a janitor or an executive, my dad always took the time to talk to them equally and let them know that they were important. So number 4 is live the golden rule. Sorry, I'm going way too fast here. Live the golden rule. Number 5 is be positive. Think that's important? So, I lost my hair. I'm losing my hair. I still have hair. I'm not quite where these amazing men are yet. But I'm close. But I look at this picture every day. And I am so happy for these apps that can give you hair. Right? So this gives me a little bit of positivity every day. That it might happen, it might come back. Now I'm going to put those greens on my head every day so I can get hair. So stay positive. Find something in your life that's going to make you be positive and lean on that. Can you do that? Okay. I have 8x10s of those later though you can pick up, so. Just kidding. You don't need any more paper to start fires, so. All right, so number 6 is keep learning. How important is learning to each of you? You know, you can learn that you have to be, you're personal, you can learn to be more aware, you can learn more knowledge. You really can't be a leader in this business unless you know the business, correct? You have to know the compensation plan, you have to know about the products, you have to know how to talk to people. So there's a lot of things, personal development, leadership development, team development. So can you learn something new every day going forward? Can you commit me to that? Commit to me that you will? Okay, learn something new. So keep learning. Number 7 is serve others. I've been saying this for 11 years, that if you're blessed, be a blessing. Whoever invented that, someday they're going to come and talk to me, but I love it. So do you know that over the time that we've been involved with Feeding America and our Nourish One, that we have donated, you have donated 27 million meals to those folks that need help. So look for people that need help. Someone is always worse off than every one of us in this room. So take the time to wave, smile, nod. I grew up in the country, so the 2-lip thing. I was like, how's it going? It bugs Trish all the time when I say, hey, can you go get that for me? She goes, I will not go get that for you. Unless you can just ask me like a human, not with the 2 lips. But so whatever you need, go and help others, because they will feel better, and I promise you, you will feel better. Number 8 is be grateful and humble. It's super important that you show gratitude where it's needed and where you are humble. We believe that we have the most amazing leaders here, and the humility is a great part of why we feel that Plexus is successful. As long as we stay humble and we continue to feel like we're blessed as a company, we will continue to grow and become that legacy company for sure. Wouldn't you agree? Yes, thank you. All right, number 9, set goals. How many of you have goals? We have goals. I am a big proponent of dream boards. Who has a dream board? 12 of you. Good. Maybe more. When we first got married, we found this home with dormer windows. It was in North Carolina, we were in Utah, so that didn't really work out. But the dormer windows were there. It was on our dream board. 10 years later, guess what? We got a home with dormer windows that looked almost like it. Not the pine scott, not all the North Carolina beauty, but it was gorgeous. So that happened. I had on my dream board that I was going to have a gray BMW. It was hot, it was great. Well, I ended up with a gray Lexus. Even better. It was better. So dream boards are real. If you don't have a dream board, start creating a dream board and put those things up that you can drive towards. Write your goals down and look at them often, and stay committed in that. So, can you do that? Set goals. Okay, number 10 is remember to look up. Now, how many of you have watched people? I tried to find a video, but there were so many I couldn't. People walking down the road and they run into a lamppost or something. As we're looking, it is a mobile device world, and there's so much happening out here. If we're always looking down, we are not going to see that. Now, there's a lot of ways to look up. If you need to look all the way up, that's okay too, because there's help there. Now, yeah. My dad passed away about 2.5 months ago. And I'm looking up often. Sorry. So there are people in our lives that we can look up to. So it's not always just looking up and seeing people. So I guess what I'm saying is don't miss the moments that when you're looking down that you're not looking out. So remember to look up. That's number 10. And the +1 is be present. How many of you think that's important? Right? Being present. Now, no matter what political party you belong to, this is not political, but I've had 4 close people that I know personally that met Bill Clinton in person. And they said that for the 2 minutes that they talked to him, he did not look over their shoulder, he did not look to the right, did not look to the left. He asked them a question and he listened. To me, that's a great example of someone that is present when you're talking to somebody. So I only use that for an example. So when you're talking to someone, be present. Can you do that? Be present with them. You know, be present with your teams. That's important. People can look. If you're on a Zoom, eyes don't lie. You can see when you're looking down. If you're talking to someone and you need to take a message and look at a message on your phone, that's going to break the connection. Wouldn't you agree? So let's try to just be present in that. This is my amazing family. That's Trish right there. The cute one is there. You know, I try to be present with my family. And that always hasn't been the case in my career, but they're important. And so I try to be present with them. So let's try to be present with all of those that we care about. And even when we meet someone for the first time, let's be present with them as well. So these are the things that I've learned to make me a better person, a better dad, a better husband, a better partner, a better leader, and I hope a better friend. So how can you guys do one of these things for me? One of these 11, 10 plus 1. So I went to college to be a basketball coach. So I'm here. So you know how that worked out. So you've all heard my story. I'm grateful that my whole adult life, since I was 23 years old, I've been in this particular industry. But I have some mentors in that area. Do you guys know who Jim Valvano is? If you don't, he's a coach from North Carolina State that passed away from cancer years ago, and he got an award from ESPN. And while he was giving his speech, he said there are 3 things everyone should do every single day. Number 1 is laugh. Number 2 is to think and spend time in thought. And number 3, you should have your emotion move to tears. If you laugh, think, and cry, that's a heck of a day. Don't you agree? That's his quote. So, I love that quote. So if you can laugh, think, and cry every day, that's a full day. So, Travis challenged you to connect, to develop goals and ignite new leaders. You guys agreed to that. Tarl challenged you to go write names in the sand. How many of you have done that? Yeah. Ask Summer if it really can come true. And ask Robin about perseverance and persistence in writing Summer's name 3 years in a row to get her here the next year. So I challenge you to pick one of these 11 things that we talked about so you can go out and maybe make a difference. I promise you that you will have more days like Jim described if you can do this, and hopefully you'll continue to stay grateful and humble And thank you for giving me just a minute to talk about the things I've learned in over 50 years in life. So thank you so much.